Hey guys, so I hope everybody's doing well. Thanks for being here. So we're going to take a look, and this is going to be the kind of the Halloween, more so the Day of the Dead kind of reading. I don't know why I'm leaning more towards that direction, because I am feeling like an urge to do a change reading, something about changes, and it's that death energy, because we are in this coming into this Scorpio new moon. Of course, this is a timeless reading, but this is about death and rebirth. Just like the Day of the Dead. It being how the two kind of come together, and there's an understanding in the middle of something changing that needs to die out, and then a new beginning taking place. So this is what this reading is going to be about, and this is not what I intended for this reading to be about, so I'm really excited to get into it. It just kind of came up on me. So I'm going to title this Spooky Changes Ahead, because this is going to be one of those feelings that, in a few months or in a few weeks or a few days even, you're going to be in a spot to where you look around and you go, wow, how did I get here? What just happened? Like you're going to have a significant, huge shift that takes place. And it's going to be somewhat spooky, because either it's something that you felt like was coming, or it's something that's way outside of the ordinary, okay? So I'm excited to do this reading. And I have something a little different here. I also have a new deck I want to talk about. The first pile here is the Santa Muerte Tarot. So I'm really anxious to get into this. Plus, I picked this skull bones here. So there's this, again, that death and rebirth kind of energy there. And then you have the Sugar Skull Tarot in the middle with the sword with the heart through the middle. And then you also have, now this is the Stranger Things. I haven't used this on YouTube yet. And then you have the Beauty and the Beast rose in a vase. Okay. And that will be pile 3. So if you want to take a deep breath, you can do this in any way you want, okay? You can meditate over the piles. You can close your eyes, ask your question, and open your eyes. You can take a deep breath, but focus on which pile that you just kind of tune into your energy and allow your focus to be drawn towards which pile that you feel like is meant for you. Ask yourself the questions. And whichever pile you feel drawn to, there's a message there for you. If you feel drawn to another pile and you can't quite get your grasp off of it, your eyes off of it, your focus, there may be a message for you, a different perspective, someone else's message that's close to you in a situation where maybe you catch something where you can give some advice to that person, okay? So keep that in mind as well. Timestamps for everything will be down below, and I will see you at your pile. Hey, pile 1. So if you chose the Day of the Dead, the Santa Muerte Tarot, and then you also have the Skull and Crossbones that's here as well. So to me, obviously, we're talking about that Scorpio energy, which we're fixing to come into the new moon. And it has this idea of having a new beginning, but Scorpio is all about death and the rebirth of things, rising from the ashes. And it's funny, too, because it's Pluto. And, I just had this conversation with somebody how when I was a kid, Pluto was still a planet, because my son was, naming off all the planets and stuff he's learning. And that's Scorpio, right? That's kind of strange. So it's like something, and it's the time of now, So at the time of this reading, of course, this is a timeless reading. So, but as I'm filming this here, we're in that timeline. So what spooky changes are coming your way? I feel like this has to do with something that you may, it's just kind of something altogether that you may be cleansing yourself from, you like shedding yourself in some kind of way. It's like there's a new way of being or a new sense of you or a new, totally new direction that you feel like you're moving into. It's almost like, and I keep picturing in my head someone that is like in a costume, like for Halloween, but zipped up into someone else, and they keep unzipping themselves, you know. And here you are emerging in this into this idea of who you are. You know, you're emerging here. That could be what is spooky about this, because anytime we connect with ourselves in that way, where we're becoming something new, we're trying something different, we're moving in a totally new direction, we feel very vulnerable, right? You feel very vulnerable in that case, and it is spooky completely. So let's see what this has to do with. These are the dark, deep, and dangerous oracles. I'm giving a card for pile 1 pertaining to the spooky changes that are ahead for them. Love. Number 24. Dark. Some of you, your idea of relationships, because obviously I want to say that this is like the darker side of love. Okay. Look, you have more skulls there. The darker side of love. Let's see what this is connected to. Could be with choices. You know, some of you could be making a choice here to end a relationship. Guys, this card says choice on it. And it's number 42. No freaking way. So you have 24 and 42 here. How crazy is that? Dark and dangerous. See how she feels like she knows what she's up against, right? This is making a choice in love. For some of you, this is making a choice to end something here when it comes to love. I can't help but notice that she has a wedding ring on. I don't know if that's relevant to some of you, but you know, I talked about you emerging, and here, this is what I feel here. This is like you emerging in some way. Why do I feel like that there's this reflective, this mirror with these numbers? Okay. I'm still going to take those, keep talking about them or as I go, pull cards. There's so much more to those cards than what I'm picking up on right now, though. It's funny, too, I have to say this. Some of you may have been drawn to pile 2. If you have, there's a clarification here for that, because you have the heart here and the sword. So sorry, guys. I had to pause for a second. Alrighty. Had somebody at my door. Okay. It might be relevant for y'all. Maybe somebody shows up at your door. Let's see. Okay, spooky changes ahead for pile 1. Spooky changes ahead for pile 1. Spooky change. Okay. Well, oh, it's the Ten of Swords. Spooky changes. The Page of Swords. Spooky changes ahead. The Five of Swords. What happened? The Three of Wands. There's a pause here. Guys, it's the Ace of Cups in reverse. There's a conflict here. There's an ending. There's a message. There's an ending that takes place or has taken place. There's a message here around a conflict in the distance when it comes to a relationship. Why is the Ten of Swords here? The spooky changes ahead. Okay. Six of Cups. So there's the soulmate energy that's there. Okay. Page of Swords. So there's an ending here when it comes to a connection or something that there could be a betrayal here around a soulmate or something like that. Give me one more for the Six of Cups. It's the Six of Swords, and I kept thinking that with this because it's a sail ship, and there you have the wheel. So with this information here, there's a clear direction. There's this is going back to something or carrying something emotionally. This is like needing to let go of the past, you know? Or something steals the innocence away from a connection or memories. I don't like this one. I don't like this feeling. Why is the Page of Swords here? We'll figure this out, okay? Strength in reverse. There's some kind of message around someone not being strong. Not being strong or not being able to be strong. The truth here. This is where, this could be a truth here, what you've been doubting. Doubting someone's word, you know. This could be some sort of, someone expressing some sort of insecurity. This could even be just needing someone's help in understanding something. Okay, so what are these changes here with that Five of Swords? What is this about? The Knight of Cups in reverse. For some of you, this is someone that feels confused about which direction this is headed, or who someone is, or I don't know how to say that, how you feel. The Ten of Pentacles. This is about how you feel about a stability or foundation. Someone may be moving in into a new direction. This is like someone leaving a foundation or stability. Like this could be like marriage, long-term relationship, home, location, you know, something that's been permanent for a long time. This is somebody either confused, wanting to understand, or there's a conflict around this in some way. This is, okay, why is the Three of Wands here? There's your choice. Remember, this is a card of choice. This can be like whether or not, being faced with the choice of whether or not you want to go back to something that you've ended, because you still have these memories here. And there is a message here around maybe not knowing what to do, or someone that feels like they're being vulnerable here, but it's there's insecurities off of this. It's not coming from a place of strength. It's coming from a weaker place. So this is like maybe someone expressing their weaknesses, you know. And there's confusion or conflict here around the security of the emotions. Like being confused about how you feel about a foundation or a relationship, or the way things are, you know, or... So let me talk about the Knight of Cups for a second. This is walking away from something, or it could be that things aren't what they seem, you know. this can be like a confusion around this, or conflict around this, that things were not what they seem, you know, and someone feeling confused about that. And then you have this distance here, choosing or making a decision to distance yourself, or to, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm feeling here. Making a decision to distance yourself here to bring balance. And that Ace of Cups there in reverse. The Seven of Wands in the reverse. This is giving up on something. This can be like somebody emotionally unloading on you as well in some way, but this is definitely throwing in the towel here when it comes to something, because it's just too overwhelming, or it's just too much. And this could be someone that's just too much for you emotionally here, or needing to just focus on yourself, you know, because you're too overwhelmed. This is the change that's going to take place. I feel like you are walking away from something. Give me one more. A relationship. It's a relationship. This may not. It's the Queen of Wands in reverse. You don't feel confident here. You don't feel right here. Or, I mean, if this is you, this Queen of Wands, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries as well. This is when she's in reverse. You may not be looking at someone the same. For some of you, you may see this person's, like this may have not been love here for you, you know, or you're just a different type of love. It's like, this just isn't the same. There's something here that's not the same. And so there's a feeling of throwing in the towel here. And some of you may have had options with this, and you've been waiting to make this choice here. Tell me more about the Two of Pentacles. The Tower. Some of you may have been trying to bring balance to a situation here after a Tower moment's taken place. Distancing yourself from this person, or distancing yourself from a situation until you can find balance here. Tell me about the Queen of Wands in reverse. The Chariot in reverse, Cancer energy. What's the Six of Cups? It's the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like you're choosing to, you may not be comfortable somewhere anymore, or you may not be comfortable with someone like you once were. You know, there's this ending that's taking place here because there's this, even he's waving. See? Look at him. He's like waving by here to that. This is like, it's just not the direction that you want to move in. I don't know how else to express that. You don't feel comfortable or safe or secure here in some way, and it's just not the direction that you want to continue to move in. There's this emotional baggage that you could have here. You know, the Six of Swords in reverse is like, I don't want to go back to that situation. There could be some sort of, maybe you tried to get to a calmer place, or it's like you've been resisting this change. You know, that's been taking place, or you may feel like you had unfinished business here. But there is this message that comes through with that Strength in reverse. That's Leo energy. It's like sending a message saying, I'm just not strong enough. Or this is a weird energy, actually. I don't know why I'm getting it kind of the strength being in reverse. It's like, I don't know, there's some kind of a weakness or something that's here. What does this have to do with? A sign of a time of, somebody may have done something here in a moment of weakness. What is that about? The strength in reverse. That's the Santa Muerte. That's the death card in reverse. Someone may have went back to something, repeated a cycle, repeated something, like they weren't strong enough, like maybe some sort of addiction or in a toxic relationship, or just done something I feel like they're not proud of in some way, but there's this message here around this, something not being over, or what is that about? It was only a matter of time. There's this whatever this is, it was only a matter of time. That is the Six of Pentacles, which is giving to something, somebody giving to something, repeating a cycle. This could be you saying, I don't want to repeat the same cycle. This could be someone that is telling you, I've repeated a cycle. But either way, it leads to someone walking away, this conflict, confusion conflict, because there's a lack of security or stability here. So you're having to protect yourself and make a choice based off of this darker energy around love. You're having to reflect. You're having to make a choice for yourself. Why reverse here? It's the Ace of Pentacles. See how you have the Ace of Cups in reverse here and the Ace of Pentacles here? There was an opportunity here. There may have been an opportunity here to turn something down. There may be an opportunity here to straighten something out in some way. This could be your truth or someone else's. But I feel like that it's a lost opportunity. There's a lost opportunity here. So you have the 10 here, you have the Ace here, but this Ace of Cups is in reverse. The 5 of Cups. There's a mistake that was made. There's a lost opportunity that was here. And someone is kind of throwing in the towel here around this. And I think that's you guys, but it could be someone else. Or the person that you're with. You know, I don't know which side of this you're on, really. This is something that could just be too overwhelming. You know, you have that maze there. Like mental confusion. It's too overwhelming in some way. Too much. Something has been too much. It's like not having anything left to give here. You have the Star. So there's forgiveness and healing here around this. What happens here moving forward? Why is this so spooky to you? 2 cards. 4 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles. For some of you, this is because you're hoping for peace here. You're hoping for resolution. You're hoping for like everything to go smoothly. That 8 of Pentacles can be work, can be progression, can be moving forward, can be working on yourselves. You are hoping, this is like hoping for the best. You know, putting energy and time into something and hoping for the best. This is why it's spooky to you. That, yeah. It's the Nine of Wands. This is a difficult thing. Like, this is like tested you. The Ace of Wands in reverse. There's your 10 Wands. What's that about? The Knight of Wands. You may have had like a rough start at something, you know? Rough go at it is what I want to say. Like, you've been doing your best or trying or holding that wall up, but it's like it's just something wasn't what you thought in some way. There's something here you're ending or giving up on. I mean, it's like something has, you may have got distracted or pulled away in some way. Why is the Four of Wands here? The Wheel of Fortune. You were hoping for things to change here. The Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. Because you've put in some time and energy into this. You focused here on yourself, perhaps. The Nine of Wands. The Three of Swords in the reverse. See how he's pulling that sword out of his back? He's not. He's putting the swords in there. But in reverse, it looks like he's like on top of me. Like, I don't know. It's just like pulling in my direction. So this is healing. The Three of Swords in reverse is getting over something. Like, has been really difficult, really hard. I'm going to be honest. For some of you, you're going to be realizing that as hard as something has been for you, someone else has not been on the same page. Tell me about that. A Five of Wands in the reverse. That's not being on the same page. Is exactly what I just said. It's literally the card of going your separate ways, or you're just not on the same page. Tell me more about this. Yeah, the Empress in reverse. You're not looking at this the same. You're not wanting to grow the same thing. It's not giving you what you need here. Injustice. It's not giving you what you need. Five of Wands in the reverse. The King of Swords in reverse. This is you don't see things eye to eye here. This isn't giving you what you need in order to grow, in order to flourish even. The Empress in reverse. Libra, Taurus, and Aquarius is here. Empress in reverse. The Lovers. It's a relationship that's not giving you what you need. It could also be that there's someone here that is stuck in a cycle and something codependent as well. Like a codependent need. Something that's not good for them, basically. Gemini energy there. You may see the relationship as this person being aligned with you, but so here's the thing, when someone aligns with you on the exterior, doesn't mean that they align with you internally. When everything seems like it fits, it doesn't mean that internally you have the same moral compass, the same values, the same, belief system, the same, all that. And it doesn't have to be exactly the same, but it's like when you look at a situation and you think, okay, this isn't growing into what I really want. Justice. It's funny how justice is death, right? And you have the Emperor here. And there's the fly. Did you see him? That represents the Emperor, death, you know. This is maybe something that's been long overdue. You have this Emperor here, this Aries energy with justice. So it's like you're having to take the lead. You're having to do what you feel like is fair and just. But that doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. You know? Who's the King of Swords in the reverse? The World. Someone maybe not be being honest with you. There's someone here that maybe you can't trust, or you just... The Page of Wands and the Two of Cups is here. Someone may have lied about a relationship. The Hierophant in reverse. Taurus energies there. This is kind of what I just said about realizing that something doesn't align with you. I feel like you guys are ending something here with someone because you feel like that this person doesn't align with you. And it's because of something that you find out. Something that comes to light where you realize that even though this person may seem like they have everything you need, this has become something that's been too difficult for you. And whatever this new information is, it makes it even more so difficult to the point to where you're recognizing that things cannot grow here. And you're taking the lead when it comes to that, and you're moving in the direction that you need in order to balance things out for yourself and heal. There is sadness here. There are some regrets that go into this as well, but there's a feeling of knowing that something is not worth it. It's like you understand that the changes need to take place, and maybe those changes haven't took place with that Death in reverse. And so you realize that you have to take the lead and make the changes yourself. What time is it? I want to get a little bit more. I want to see, what is this information that comes to light? Well, I mean, it's someone that was gave to a situation in a weak moment. Now, it doesn't mean someone had to go off and cheat on you. I mean, that could be some of you, but I feel like you already are aware of this. They already are on this in a way, right? Yeah, the Eight of Cups in reverse. It's something that that's been tugging at your heartstrings in some way, where you're having a hard time letting that go. It's like a gut feeling that you have. You have a hard time letting that go, or someone not walking away from a situation. The Fool, a new beginning here, maybe someone taking advantage. Anyway, something's there that's up, and you've known it, and you've been knowing it, and now you're fixing to get proof of it, right? Information of that is going to submerge. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. That Five of Pentacles in reverse is like you were hoping, I feel like, to have some sort of shift, positive change take place. And it just hasn't happened. What's going to happen here moving forward for pile 1, this scary, spooky shift or change? That card flew out of the deck all the way on the floor. The Queen of Swords in reverse. So this is cutting someone off, cutting someone out. You see that sword here with this choice, making a choice to cut someone out or cut someone off. Libra energy. Now we've got cards flying everywhere. This is sideways, but it is the Six of Cups. So some of you may be still dealing with this emotionally for some time. Like there's still this emotional attachment or connection that's here, working through all that is there. Right. And you have that Two of Wands in the reverse. So being kind of worried about the future of things. So either someone cuts you off or you cut someone off, right? I don't know what side you're on here with this. You'll know what that is. What's going to cross the Six of Cups? The Ten of Cups. You're going to go through a period of trying to figure out what brings you emotional fulfillment. And if this situation if it did, that's like something that you kind of re-experience in a way, to try to decide what to do because you're confused here. For others of you, this is like, yeah, I'm hold on, there's one more. There's something else here. What is it? The Four of Pentacles in reverse. There's this back and forth battle that you face here about letting something, there's immediate cutoff here. I have to be honest. There's this, that is, yeah, cutting someone off there. Yeah, moving away, cutting someone off, moving away, Six of Swords. But you have this emotional reoccurrence that's here, that's like this, from this Tower moment that you can't get away from. You know, is that what the Tower, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles in reverse. It's maybe the potential that you saw in someone, Capricorn energy, someone, you know, walking away from you or using you or something, like what you were giving to, you know, something like that is here. Someone you can't trust, someone that's, you know, you can see the more dominant side to in a negative type of way, something like that, or you're moving away from something. All that is there. And memories that you've had here, emotional fulfillment at one point, that this was it for you at one point. That's something that's here, okay? But you go from that to freeing yourself here from making a choice or making a decision, or, you know, this is cutting something. This is block being blocked. Bottom of the deck is a Seven of Swords. So there has been something, some kind of deception or something that's here. It could be around hope, deceiving someone that maybe there's hope here. The Four of Swords in reverse. There was some overthinking about, see how there's 3 plants here? It's almost like somebody was watering more than their own flowers. Something like that. You know, like there was, sorry, quick pause. That plane that passed over was really loud, so I don't want you to have to listen to that. But anyway, this Three of Pentacles is like commitment, you know, and you have a Seven of Swords there, guys. Did I say Three of Wands earlier? Anyway, this is the number. This is 10 together, 7 and 3. This is something you've been thinking about a lot, overthinking. You have this recognition of that. This is what's happening. This is the spooky change that's happening, is you get this clarity, this truth. Something comes out into the open. You were right here about something that you have been overthinking, and it has to do with a commitment and false hope, or someone being strategic here around a commitment with you in some way. Okay. What an interesting reading. Very interesting reading, guys. I hope this all made sense. This is a, I'm not even sure how to explain this, to be honest with you. There's a lot here. What does pile 1, this spooky change that's going to take place? Can you give me clarification on what they need to expect with that? Empress. Okay. First card out was the Empress. Second card out, taking action. And then you also have the Final Dance and Explore the Waters. there's this last chance energy that's here. So I'm going to go through these cards. Okay, this is the Empress. Obviously, y'all know that this is like someone that's reclaiming their power. They're taking action here towards ending something and exploring something new. Bottom line, that's it. This is the overall of what all the details of everything I've already explained. That's it. That's what's happening. Watching you just came out, so someone here may be, golly, risk is there too. Someone may be, good grief, love story. Someone may be watching you. Or maybe you see something. What is that about? What causes this? Whoa. So I told you these cards are, look at that. Target, the other, and love offer. You get something here from someone. You get something here from someone. They give you some kind of information or truth. This came out the other day in a reading. This is someone that's coming towards you that has, okay, how do I explain this? Help me to explain this, please. There is this, I'm not talking to y'all. talking to the cards. Please help me. Okay, thank you. My God. False person. That's what I'm trying to say here. What is this? House, toil and labor, and good fortune. Someone may be not being honest with their house, their foundation, something to do with the house or foundation, something there, and it could be about their work or their occupation, something like that is there, and how much they're capable of or how much they have or something like that could be there, okay? False person. This is somebody that is targeting you here in some way, and the other is here, the main man. There's someone else that's here. Love offer. Hold on and I'll put this into perspective. Let me get one more. Yeah. Distant horizons. Coffin is at the bottom of the deck. That's what we're talking about. The ending of things. Coming to light. Compromise. Apology. Seven of Swords, Three of Pentacles. There's a broken commitment here. There's some sort of deception around what someone was giving, what someone was committing to. This could be like them working on themselves, you know, what they were contributing to that. This is like somebody that says that they've quit something and then you find that they haven't. You know, that's there. There's this compromise here around this and possibly some sort of an apology here about this. There could be even an expression of how this person feels here about you and the connection that they feel here with you even. But there's this ending here. House is here too, so this could happen around a home. You could be ending a foundation here with someone making that judgment call from the truth of what transpires through this. I do feel like that there is a background energy here that may not have their best interest, but they are giving you something here, some sort of tangible truth or understanding that shows someone being deceptive, okay? And that's going to come out into the open. And I think that you're going to put some distance here between you and this person because of that. Now, I don't know, again, which side you're on. But also in the distant horizons, you could also be getting an offer here from someone else. Or this is just the idea of there being something better out there. Okay. Let's get an overall card for you guys for advice with this. Obviously, this has to do with love. And ending a relationship, right? What advice do you have for pile 1 about this? Spooky change. Let go of the need to control. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. New love, a new chapter begins, whether it's with the new partner or in a current relationship. So for some of you, this offer can come from this person, where for some of you, you may give this last chance to. That's something that's there. But you may also say you're keeping your options open here as well. Not everybody's story, but that's there. For others of you, this is new love. Open your eyes. If someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. I think that is pretty much sums up the reading here. We have reconciliation. Someone from your past is or will be returning to your life soon. So for some of you, this is, we're fixing to go into retrograde here, or we are here. So for some of you, this is someone that's returning here. For some of you, this is something that's coming up from the past, resurfacing, because it's something that you still need to change. Whether that's a relationship, someone, a situation, something here. All these 5s, all these death cards, all these skulls, final dance, everything. Something here is going to significantly change. And I think that there's comfortability walking into whatever new beginning that you're going to walk into because of this ending. I feel like, and I got this in a reading the other day, I feel like you're going to get what you need in order to make this decision. Tell me advice, please, for pile 1 with this. Look, untie karmic knots, number 45. This situation is linked into a karmic energy and the reason of your challenges. It's time to work off your karmic debt. That's here. Someone is playing out this advice. Be watchful. Number 15 is the devil in tarot. Be on alert and aware of your surroundings. There's a red flag that you're ignoring. Allow the truth to be revealed. Don't ignore whatever this is or disguise whatever this is. Open your eyes to it. This is going to open you up to something here that you may have saw that you didn't want to. Maybe you compromised because there's an apology here, and you saw the potential here in this with this person, or you thought that they could change here, right? You thought maybe that this was just gossip or whatever this is. Interesting. So interesting. I almost put apology on top because I do feel like that's going to happen again. Partnership. Number 24. We started with 24. You have 42. 24 here again. Allow supportive partnerships into your life, and you will attract mutually loving relationships that will fulfill both of your needs. Open your eyes when someone shows you who they are. Believe them the first time, and be watchful here. This is a blessing in disguise. Definitely a blessing in disguise. Let's get a few cards. Okay, this was a hard reading. Wow. I said that. All these cards came out. Fulfillment, focusing on your own fulfillment. Soften and open up. Maybe to something new or different. Don't let this close you off. That's a lesson I feel like you've already went through. Believe in yourself. Prepare for perfect. So something may be coming in that maybe is just perfect for you after this. Face the situation. Yep. I'm appreciated. Don't let this make you feel like you're not good enough, or you're not worthy in some way. Follow my knowing. Yep, this is part of that understanding here. Patience and wait. Maybe not jump into something right away. Service. Maybe you should work on yourself or work on serving yourself here in some kind of way before you try to jump into something with anyone else. Be quill and be quiet. Be quill. Be still and be quiet. And this says unfold. Allow everything. Allow the truth to unfold. maybe this is what you've been doing. You've been just kind of being still about things and just being quiet about things and letting everything kind of come to you. What am I choosing? What am I choosing? What am I choosing? What am I choosing? And you have that card of choice that's there. So you may have just tried to be in a place where you just allowed things to unfold so you knew which direction to take instead of trying to control, like this card says here, allow the situation to unfold naturally. You live in a waking dream all day and all night. So play the role that you desire and create the world that you want. So again, you've maybe been living in some sort of hopeful, head in the clouds kind of energy where you've really wanted the best outcome, or you've just seen this in the best possible way in some way. And that may have been hard for you to obtain. You may have still been struggling with that, trying to discern whether it's your intuition or your gut feeling, or if it's just fear, or trying to overcome obstacles. But you've sat back and you've said, no, I'm just going to allow things to unfold. I'm going to live in this dream all day and all night. Play this role here, knowing my boundaries and where I'm at, and ask and allow for things to unfold to help me in this choice moving forward. And I think that's exactly what happens here. You've been patient, and it's been serving you well, I feel like, or it will. You have the 2 hearts here, so there's that connection. You have the broken rose quartz, which means, there's been some broken hearts here. You have the cheetah head, which is about strength, endurance, courage, speed, being strong in this. You have a G, an M or a W, a V, and an S. Okay. I want to get some more initials. I feel like that's not enough. I didn't get enough initials. Let me just have 2 more. Let's see if I can grab 2 more. I grabbed more than that. Actually, I grabbed 1 initial, but it's fine. You have the making a judgment call here, an opportunity to make a judgment call. You have the heart here. So maybe somebody wasn't giving to you the same. Like, your morals may be different, as far as maybe this person wasn't as, like, their moral compass was off, or it has been off, or something was off. Not the same as you, when it comes to things. Okay, I'm going to leave this right here with you guys. Okay? All right. Thank you guys for being here. Good luck with this. This sounds very complicated. I'm definitely sending you some love and light. All the best of luck and wishes and strength. Okay? So good luck to you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate you, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, Pile 2. So if you chose the Sugar Skull Tarot with you have the sword and the heart that's through it here. So hard truth is always what I see here. The truth about your feelings is something that's here. Clarity about how you feel, clarity about how someone feels is here. Now we're talking about spooky changes of head. So this could have to do with you clarifying how you feel about a situation or about someone or something, and that being what's spooky, what's scary is facing that, Okay, so, left pile 1 over there. Pile 2, here we go. So the Sugar Skull Tarot is huge. It is huge. So I'm going to start with the Dark, Dangerous, and Deep oracles. And I'm going to put them to the side, and then we're going to get the tarot. This is going to give me an overall look at what we're talking about here. What are we talking about here when it comes to these changes? Spooky changes ahead for pile 2. Spooky changes ahead for pile 2. Okay, you have the Kraken here, the mystery, number 3, deep. Obviously the octopus is like attachment or changing, you know, who you are. Adaptability is something that's there. But this is like an energy of a storm, you know, taking something down. Something under the surface, more under the surface than what you realize here. The sail ship to me is like, you know, moving into a different direction. 3 would be growth and change and expansion, and the storm is here. So it's almost like you're trying to move into a different direction, but there's still some mystery of what's under the surface of things. Like how has this happened? Why has this happened? What's going on underneath the situation? It's like the things that you don't know about these changes is what is scary for you. And there's a level of attachment that's here. So there may be someone here that you are developing feelings for here, you're becoming attached to. I'm going to get one more. The 3rd house is a communication and family, which is Gemini energy. Which, to me, family is that attachment, right? Can you tell me about the spooky changes for pile 2? Hades, the underworld. Again, this underneath the surface. This is number 7. Together you have 10. And this is the card of the deep as well. So out of the deep, dark, and dangerous, you have 2 deep cards here. Being vulnerable, wearing a mask. Maybe there's someone here that you're still kind of wearing a mask with. Like you see the purity, you see their softer side, but I think, okay, some of you have someone here that you're getting, oh, good God, someone's here that you are getting attached to, okay? And there are things under the surface that you aren't seeing at this time, but you know they're there. You don't know what it is, but you know that it's there. You may be seeing a different side to this person. This could cause some changes. For some of you, you may be taking a mask off here with someone, right? Opening yourself up to some emotions, to feelings that are here. So with that being said, let's get into the tarot and see what the heck this means. So like I said, this deck is very, I mean, it's like the size of my hand. So it's kind of a little bit hard to shuffle, but we're going to figure it out. I don't use this one very often because it's a great tarot deck. It's just, I like a lot of cards and there's not a whole lot you can fit here. Let's see. Tell me about pile 2 and the spooky changes ahead for pile 2. Okay. Well, one fell on the floor. We're going to take this one. 10 of Wands in reverse. That's the change. There's the 10. On the floor, staring at me, you have the Emperor here. Someone's undergoing some changes. Aries energy there. You have a 10 of Cups. Let's see if I can move these down so I can fit more on here. Yeah, some changes in the emotions is what's coming. The Page of Cups. There's some innocence that's here, you know. Opening up that's here. Someone here is seeing a happily ever after here. They're opening up here about what they desire, what they want. Tell me about the 5? No, there's no 5. 10 of Wands. That was weird. The Lovers. This is a relationship here. This is a choice that's going to about a relationship here that's going to change some things. And these changes that are coming are scary because there's emotions involved here. There's an attachment that's involved here. The Emperor could be allowing someone to take the lead here. You have a King of Cups. Scorpio energy. Gemini's there as well.
I didn't get that.
Ooh.
Could you try again?
God, she scared me, guys. She's just listening, you know? Super weird. Someone may say something to you and you're like, wait, what? What'd you say? Can you say that again? Listen really to what this person's telling you. This could be you, this could be someone else here, but someone is stepping into this Emperor energy, wanting to take the lead here emotionally. 10 of Cups. There could be family here. The 9 of Cups. Wow. I mean, someone sees emotional fulfillment. This is what they want. This is what they desire. Why is the Page of Cups here? The Empress. I love this. This is awesome. This is so awesome. I mean, look at it. Look at it. You know that movie Fun with Dick and Jane, and he gets fired at work and she goes to the store and she thinks that he's getting like this promotion. She buys this big old huge what is it, roast beef or something to cook, and she's like, look at this, and I did it, just look at it, you know. It's that just came to mind here with this for some reason. I don't know why that is. For some of you, this may be, and this is something I'm sensing here, you may be having a child with someone here. If you've been trying for children, this is something that's going to happen for you. This is what I see. This could be your husband, your spouse, your wife. This is family. You have the Lovers here. This is like a shift that's going to take place in your relationship. So even if this isn't like, you know, you adding to the family, this is like a shift that's going to take place in the relationship. So with Hades here in the underworld and what's under the surface here of things, whatever you've been has been a mystery here is coming out into the open, and it has to do with your emotions. This is like getting what you wanted from a situation. There's a message here around so sorry guys, my memory went up on my phone again. Something's going on with the space on my phone I have to figure out, but anyway, thought I had it figured out. I guess I didn't. Maybe that's what this is here. You thought you had something figured out and you guessed and you don't, and this is being shown to you here. So you see how she's holding to that mask in her hand and she's looking right here? Someone's taking their mask off here. Someone's sending you some sort of message, revealing some sort of truth about how they see you, what your value is, what they want to grow here with you, some kind of creation of life even for some of you. But there's an opportunity here, someone expressing themselves. Tell me about the Lovers and the 10 of Wands in reverse, because that's the change. The King of Swords. Aquarius energy. This is someone that's being honest about a relationship, wanting to give you information, wanting to give you some sort of truth, wanting to clear something up, okay? About a choice or choices, or choosing you even here, or making some changes take place. Why is the King of Cups here? Heavy masculine energy, right? The 6 of Cups. Some of you, this has to do with a pregnancy or child. Others of you, this is someone that there could be an apology here that's owed, that this person feels like he's like a doctor. He's got his doctor's bag here. So it's like this could be someone that's trying to heal a situation because they see this importance here with you. This could be pertaining to something to do with the past. Give me a 6 of Cups, please. Yeah, the 4 of Swords. This is like somebody that's, maybe they took too long here. That 4 of Swords is like maybe they had a hard time making their mind up, or they kept reevaluating something, keep reevaluating the past in some kind of way. This is a stuck energy, you know. This person may have gotten stuck on something of the past. 3 of Cups in reverse. It could have been something that was said or done, or third-party situation here. Something that happened involving some kind of outside influence that this person kept. This could even be the relationship itself opening up about how you feel, or the connection even. Reevaluating this. There's an apology around this, or this opening up about this, what happened, you know, at some point, or something like that is there. Why is that 10 of Cups and that 9 of Cups there? This person has a wish fulfillment. You are this wish fulfillment. Wow. Knight of Cups. Oh my God, this reading, right? This is like somebody saying that they don't want to lose you. They don't want, this is like, I don't want anything to happen here between the two of us. Queen of Cups. Wow, I was asking about that 3 of Cups in reverse. You have that counterpart energy that's there with it. With the Emperor. This is like, I'm setting things right here. I want you to, I've thought about this a lot. I keep replaying this, how I wish things would have happened here. And this is like opening up about how they feel about you. This is, you're this person's wish fulfillment, right? This is amazing reading. Why is the Empress here? The Queen of Swords. Guys, if y'all read tarot, this is an unbelievable spread. Like, I am so amazed by this spread. There's your other counterpart there, your King and Queen of Swords. So there's this conversation about the past. Maybe something that has happened or occurred here. This reevaluation here. Apology around feelings, or opening up about how you feel. This is, you know, coming towards, or moving towards, or taking action towards having a conversation. Someone here wants to have this conversation about things. They're going to open up to you. Why is the, tell me more about the Empress. I'm anxious to see what this person would say to you. Yeah. The 4 of Cups in the reverse. Maybe this person kept you waiting too long, or they passed you by or rejected you at some point. Maybe you've been guarded here with this Queen of Swords. She does have her aim up, right? This can also be like you're in this place of choosing your own happiness, or choosing yourself here even. Someone here may have felt like they made the wrong choice in the past. Yeah, the 5 of Wands. Maybe something on the outside kind of interfered here with things. It's just like, I apologize for not being honest with you, or not telling you my confusion, or leaving you confused. What's going to happen here moving forward? What's going to happen? Somebody, so the spooky changes that are ahead is somebody's opening up here about their feelings about everything. And how they feel about you and what they want. They're just opening up here about everything. What's going to happen here moving forward with this for pile 2? The 4 of Wands in reverse. Well, that's not really what I wanted to see. The Magician. Oh. Gemini energy. The Hanged Man in the reverse. Well, Pisces energy. Four of Wands in the reverse. The 5 of Cups. Okay, so I'm feeling like somebody feels like they've disappointed you. there's someone here that's recognizing their regrets, their mistakes, and how they've contributed to the foundation here of a relationship, of a connection, of a home life, of all of this. And they're wanting to change that in the future. But this is someone that needs to know what you want, or they're like giving you a different perspective of themselves here with this. And then there's this pause that takes place. So I want to figure out why that is. Why is the Magician here? The Magician. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this person wants to hold on to this. They want to hold on to you. Why is the Hanged Man here in reverse for the future energies? The Page of Pentacles. That's a new beginning. There's an opportunity here for a new beginning based off of giving you a different perspective of things that you're going to have here. Moving forward. There's an idea of boundaries here and trying to figure out where that is for you. Let me ask this. What's the spooky part about this? Oh, I have a whole lot that just... Five of Pentacles in reverse is at the top, though. But that would be about... You know, that's a positive change. A positive change. That's what's spooky. An opportunity for something to... Taking a chance or a risk to have a positive change take place is what's spooky. Because these emotions and opening up leaves you vulnerable. You know, vulnerability is what's coming through in these readings as being what the spookiest thing is. Tell me more here. What's the Five of Cups anyways? The Seven of Cups. Someone may have left you hanging, left you confused. They may have... you know, created some kind of illusion here. They may have had other options. They regret this. It's always been kind of the instability that's here. The underworld, the mystery here of things has been created through this person's own confusion, really, with their emotions. The Four of Pentacles. Okay. It's the Five of Swords in the reverse. This may be for some of you whether or not you're wanting to make amends or you can see past things. You know, maybe you've had your guard up here with this Four of Pentacles. Have a hard time allowing, or someone here is wanting to try to make a difference. This Hangman in reverse here for the future energies of this, it's like you're still holding on to something, or you could be afraid of repeating another cycle. And this could be something that keeps you held back, or this is what this person may explain to you. Like, I don't want to repeat another cycle here. Page of Pentacles. I want to, you know, do something differently. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. 10 Pentacles are there. This is somebody that's definitely stepping outside of their comfort zone to offer something here. Wanting to create a change. How are you going to feel about this, though? There's some guardedness that's here. The Fool in reverse. You don't want to be naive. You want to be smart here. We see that with that Queen of Swords, right? The Knight of Wands. You may have seen this person in an energy that has not been so great, maybe very scattered, or wishy-washy or very quick or lustful or fiery in nature in some way. You don't want to be naive to this person in that way. Strength is here, Leo energy. So you're pulling on your inner strength here because you're having to ask yourself the hard questions about this situation, regardless of what this person's expressing to you. The Fool energy, what's behind this? The Eight of Swords, yeah. This Eight of Swords is like self-imposement, so you're just kind of keeping to yourself here, perhaps. Some of you may be keeping a new beginning to yourself. You don't want to make a poor judgment call here. And there's a part of you that may lack direction, and so you get somewhat stuck in your head here about this opportunity for this new beginning. The Knight of Wands, the Two of Swords in reverse. This is indecisiveness. This is confusion. This is like waiting for the truth to be revealed here with someone. I feel time here. Together you have 10 swords. It's like you have this feeling that over time this is something that's going to hurt you. You're very afraid of these changes that are going to take place, this new beginning, because you do not want to be naive. You don't want to be have poor judgment here around this, but you get a little trapped in your head about it. So that's what's causing you to pull on your inner strength here with this. Some of you may be having to cut someone off or block someone out, and it could be this person. Despite all these feelings, it's like you have to do what's best for you here. And if this is something that keeps you confused or anxious or something like that, this would be like for those of you that have repeated cycles with this person and they continually kind of love bomb you, right? Because even though as exciting as that spread was, there's a lot of love bombing energy there, right? So if this is like a few times around the block here with this person, it's like you don't, even though despite that, you just still see them in a certain type, a certain way, and you're not naive, you're not oblivious to that part of them, to that side to them, to the mask that they may carry here. Then that leads partially to confusion, right? Because I think there's a side of you that wants to believe in this, of course. So you have to pull on your inner strength, taming that line to figure this out. Temperance is here, Sagittarius energy in reverse. Yeah, and this is causing frustration. I think you're frustrated because you really want to believe this person, or you really want to believe this situation or the scenario or in everything, but there's a part of you that has, some of you has yet to see it. So it's like, give this person some time to show you that's something that's there. And it's like you are still remaining in this protective state. Ace of Swords is in reverse. For some of you, there's some sort of truth. Eight of Wands, Two of Wands, Queen of Wands, Six of Wands. For some of you, there's frustration here because this person wasn't honest with you about maybe the direction that they wanted to take things, or for some of you, they weren't communicating what was going on here or their plan, But this is you guys, though. That's what I'm feeling, that Sagittarius energy is there with that Queen of Wands as well. It's like the ball's in your court here, right? And you're in a place to where you're getting that recognition that you wanted. This whole time with this person, you're finally getting that recognition. That idea, that manifestation's playing out in that way where you're making progress here, you're moving forward, but you don't know if you can trust it yet or not. The Ace of Swords is still in reverse. And y'all got that Ace of Swords with the heart. So this person expressing how they feel, is that honestly how they feel? And the cards say it is. But some of you may have already been through this. Interesting. Super interesting. Let's see. How does this person really feel about you? It's true, though. They do feel this way about you. The Traveler. Long distance relationship could be here. They may feel like that you feel distant from them. Deep wisdom. They feel like that. I feel like this person feels like that you can read between the lines, like you read straight through them in some way. That you may be going deep within to kind of to understand things. It says you can see the truth clearly. I think this person may be they feel like you see straight through them. That's what's here. Right here, waiting, expectations. This person feels like that you have some sort of expectation here. You're waiting or longing for something. And the Beauty and the Beast. This person feels, this is major differences, by the way, feeling of love life is cursed or desperately looking for true love. This person feels like that you are looking for that, perhaps, and so you're willing to see past some of their flaws, you know, and that this could be a them issue. They may be insecure about things. You may not see them in that way. I feel like that something's here. Because otherwise, why would you be protecting, right? How are you feeling about this person here with these? Okay. Forever yours. Now, this is about a strong and stable relationship, a love that lasts a lifetime, unbreakable bond. So you may feel that way towards this person, but this could also be potential. So let's see. Negative emotions, anger, resentment, frustration. And this may be why. You know, you've seen this person's potential, but they've deceived you in some way, or they've created some sort of illusion, or they weren't honest about how they felt, or something like that is there. And you know, you feel wronged here in a way by this person. How are you feeling about this person? Safe place. Feels like home. Now that's confusing, right? That's what's happened here. This person gives you these both these feelings of security and not having any of it. They've left you confused in that. One minute you may feel very safe and secure with this person, and the next minute you may feel very unsafe, unsecure. I think there's some honesty about that, and it has to do with their own emotions and own feelings that leaves you in a place of, what do I believe here? What am I supposed to believe here? This is interesting reading. The way this is coming out. Fair is fair. Mutual benefit, balance, and justice. Teddy bear may be relevant. The study room. Learning to love, getting to know each other, and studying you. Yeah, there's a lot of mirroring back and forth that's going on here too as well. That's not being spoken. Where you're learning about one another. I think you're focused here on what's fair and just, your own comfort and stability, and possibly even holding on to some sort of anger here, or just a feeling of feeling wronged in some way. And I think that you see this as being, could be a strong relationship, but I think that also brings you anger in some way. This person here sees you as, this could be long distance, or they see you as just being far away from them, or maybe you're moving in a different direction, or they see you like that. They feel like that you're very wise, or that you're paying attention here, or you're trying to read between the lines of things because you feel like that you're in the dark. They feel like that you've been waiting for them, or you've been longing for something, or you've been having some kind of expectation or expecting something. And they feel like that you see their flaws and still have love for them. You still appreciate them. I don't know, there's this, that's where this attachment here is. Do you see the way she's looking at him and the way he's got his head on her shoulder? Like, there's this apologetic energy that's there. Beauty and the Beast. This is like somebody that feels like you're too good for them, you know? But this is also someone that may be also longing for love, or longing for someone like you. How interesting. What's under here? Unfoldment. Yeah. Well, this is somewhat, this didn't start off in the way that, like, I mean, it started off great, but it's kind of moving in a different direction, which we are talking about the change. So this person's going to express a lot. I mean, a lot of things, some of what you already know, some of what you don't, like how they feel, what's been going on, where they're at, what's transpired here. It's like they're opening the vault, right? They're opening the floodgate here. And you're going to be in a place to where you kind of are a little bit like, okay, and now I'm still confused, because some of the things that they tell you are going to be hard to hear, because this person may have wanted you to be confused, or they're being honest about, you know, not taking your feelings into consideration, or something like that. And it's going to leave you in a place to where, okay, well, now I don't know if I can trust this fully or move forward with this, or I'm just confused about what to do here in this situation. And there's this waiting game that's going on here as well, where you're trying to, through all this new perspection, you're trying to gain alignment with it. Like you're trying to say, okay, now how can I fit all this into the story that I'm been living in, or that I'm telling myself, and what I want moving forward, you know, what does that even look like? You know, and it's like you need this time to figure that out moving forward, this study time for this unfoldment to take place. What can you expect? Whoa. Okay. Flying cards, guys. Yeah, that's it. And look at, she's holding the rose, like here, like I talked about. Skepticism. Give me some time to trust this connection. That's it. It's going to take you some time to trust this, because this person, I feel like, is coming on very strong here as well. Look at this, revealing. Taking some time to reveal the truth. I'm ready to express what's been on my mind. Soul contract about this connection. Slowly, I feel like that you're going to, this is all going to be revealed here, right? Work. So this is something that's going to take some effort. Look at that. Making the effort. This is something that's going to take some time, take some effort. Yeah. Yep. So where are we at here now? Well, moving forward after this takes place, this spooky change that takes place, it's going to put you in a whole new energy in this, with this person. And there's some skepticism that you're fighting with, allowing things to be unfold, allowing things to be revealed to you about this connection, and whether or not it's going to come together, whether or not it will work, whether or not you want to put the effort into this, or you can. Okay. Let's get some advice. Before we get advice, hold that thought. I want to see what they would say to you. I'm kind of being drawn to these more. I just saw them leaving, and for some of you, this person may say that. They may say that they're needing to open up to you because of that, because they may be leaving or moving or something like that. Anyway, what would this person say to you, pile 2? This person with this change. Look. I love it. I'm so glad I said it. I'm ready to leave a situation or mindset that's not been serving me and has hindered my growth. So for some of you, this person feels like, yeah, they've been keeping themselves stuck here, being afraid to open up, and it's left you confused. My fantasy. This person, and we have the escapism here as well. They could have been making you feel that way, that you were just some kind of fantasy, you were just some kind of escape. They didn't have like real deep feelings for you. This person could have ghosted you here. Says, you're my fantasy. I have pictures and videos saved of you, and I use them for inspiration. We have ghosted. I'm sorry I disappeared. I needed to get away and clear my head. Father wounds. So for some of you, this person has issues with the divine masculine energy. They have a hard time taking control or being in that. And we see it here. They've reached that, right? With the Emperor being there. But they've had a hard time when it comes to that. So this is like, if a distorted masculine energy is someone that does not open up, it's someone that sees that masculine energy as being very strong, very independent, and very secure. So it's like somebody that doesn't show their emotions very easy. That's a distorted way of seeing it. Now, a true divine masculine knows that emotions are important. Caring is important, opening up is important, and the strength comes from being able to be vulnerable and do that. That's what a divine masculine that's not in a distorted energy knows. It says, my father is a big influence on my behavior now as an adult. I have challenges with connecting to the divine masculine energy within me. Anything else this person would say? You have twin flame here, and then you have attention of others. This could be attached to that divine masculine energy. So the security comes in when you have other people's approval in some way around you, or attention, like you feel like the more attention that you get from the opposite sex, or the I want to say the opposite sex, the more attention that you receive from others as far as your romantic interests go, then the better you feel about yourself. You know, it's a false sense of security. But this says, twin flame, you've activated my soul to find my true purpose and destiny in life. You helped me to heal in ways that no one else could. Thank you for finding me again this time around. And then, I'm addicted to the attraction of others. I love feeling wanted and needed. I don't feel whole without it. This is something that you may have shown to this person. Still listening. I listen to the music that you've shared with me. It helps me to connect with you, although we are apart. And then have my kids. For some of you might already, but I want to have a family with you. I know that you'll be an amazing parent, and I dream of the day that I can experience raising a family together. So that father wound is definitely here with that family there. That's been something that's been an influence here. And showing out. I'm acting like I don't care about what's happening between us, but I do. I just want to appear unbothered. So this is, and I'm sorry here. This is maybe what they have caused, is this confusion, because they've been feeling or looking unbothered here, not opening up. I hate how much I've hurt you. I'm sorry for all the pain that I've caused. You didn't deserve any of it. Okay. I'm going to leave that right there, and we're going to get some advice. Maybe. Come here. Yes, you. It's your time. Your time to shine here. This is the Wild Offering Oracles. It's a card for advice here. Okay. Challenges flew right over. I also want to get a few of these here as well. So, unbearable situations throw you directly into God's arms. If you are open, please take over, divine, and guide the right decision, right actions. Please take this burden and show me your will. Now, we started your reading off with the Ten of Wands, which is a card of burden. So it's like taking the weight or the responsibility of this relationship off your shoulders and allowing someone else to do that. So it's like stop trying to control like this person and expressing and all this other stuff and allow them to be who they are. If you've done that, it has caused a change to take place because you've allowed. But this, please take over and guide me towards the right actions. So you've given this burden of this, of what the responsibility of the weight that you've been carrying. Like you've been carrying this relationship. If that's that for some of you, you've decided not to do that anymore. You've recognized that it's always been on you or your back, you know, in some way. This can look in the way of like a relationship where you're always the one that opens up or, you know, talks about things or does things or is very giving, and you've just given yourself and given yourself and given yourself in a way, but you don't get that same in return. And now you've recognized that, and so you've put up some boundaries here. You set back, and it's caused a change to take place, right? Caused someone to see something that they didn't see before. Advice. That was a lot of information. Forgive and release. So you're not sure if you should forgive and release here, but it says you're stronger when you carry love and forgiveness rather than anger. Twin Flame came out for the second time. This person is a mirror soul. I did say that mirroring energy is there. This is why this connection feels so sacred to you. And be optimistic. Don't be so grumpy. There's a song that says that. Keep in mind that you create your reality. You can't attract love with a negative mindset. One more. No, don't you dare fall on the floor. You are enough. Thank you. The person that you're meant to be with will love you the way that you are. You don't need to change. This person may have been in a place to where they were trying to do that. Maybe they tried to make you believe that they're something that they weren't, or they tried to hold back so that they control, like, knowing how you felt by doing not such great things, you know. But it's, again, all of that's just coming from a place of insecurity. But this says keep in mind that you create your reality. So you have, I think, learned and evolved and changed the way of your thinking when it comes to this person. We're almost kind of too, like, where you're not being just optimistic, but you're just being open, you know, to whatever it's going to be, and not so much in the negative mindset, but not overly optimistic either. There's a fine balance that's here that I think that you've met, and that's been a challenge. We have faith. The angels are working behind the scenes to make this relationship flourish. So there's definitely hope here, I want to say, with this. But I think for most of you, you probably have a decision on your hands, right, of making the effort here, putting time and energy into this, if that's something that you're wanting to do or to continue doing. I'm going to get one more card, and then we'll get some key cards and some initials. One more card from Spirit. Forgiving and releasing could be something the two of you are mirroring, you know, whether that's forgiving yourself, for them forgiving themselves, or each other. What is the one very important advice to leave pile 2 with when it comes to these changes? Okay. Number 13, that's death and tarot. There's that death and rebirth, that change. Get your power back. You have forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine, so take back your power. And that's what's happening here. You're not allowing, like, you know, sometimes when we try to control a situation, we give our power away by trying to control everything, not allowing, not sitting back and allowing it to take place. Let's just focus on this. If this Empress energy, okay? She knows she has good seed. She plants them in the ground. She's hoping and expecting the best, or waiting for those seeds to grow. But if she was nervous, or she was worried, or she was insecure about those seeds, she could overly give to them. She could water them too much. She could not water them enough, you know, or whatever. She could overly give to them in a way to where it ruins the seeds, right? Just like not giving enough. And I think that you have found that perfect balance because you have found that within yourself, and it's allowed for something to unfold, which is, I feel like, a collective lesson that's been in the air. Okay, that made sense. Collective message that's been in the air. Feel it. Feel it. Feel the energies. I'll put these down here, actually. We have romance. Allowing yourself to open up to that, or this person is. Have a good time. Stop identifying with it. So, yeah, forgive and release. Release is important, and that's a challenge, right? So if that's past energy or with this person, making a decision to move forward, it's to stop identifying with whatever's occurred. And some of you may have already done that, and that's what's caused the shift to take place to begin with. You have that Three of Swords. So there's that painful energy. It's funny too, y'all have the Three of Swords and you have the sword through the deal, and y'all had the Ace of Swords as the bottom of the deck. So the truth hurts, right? It was something, you experienced something at some point that was painful, and that's the truth of the situation. But to stop identifying with what was done or what was done to you in some way, and allowing yourself to feel romance, love, happiness, a good time, joy, all that is there. What you resist, persist. And then you are creator, and you are creator and created. That is the paradox of life and the key to alchemize creation. Alchemy creation. So this is what I was talking about, though, with the Empress energy, and it's right underneath the Empress there, so that's kind of cool. You are the key, right, to creating what it is that you want from a situation. But I think sometimes we just, again, try to control everything, you know, and if it's meant to be, it'll be. Let it be, let it be. Have you heard that? If it's meant to be, it'll be. Let it be, let it be. That's a song, guys. Okay. There's also a song by the Beatles. Is that Let It Be? That's a different song. The first one was a country song. But anyway. You have Pisces energy here, the two fish. So the emotional conversation is there. Compassion and empathy is something that's here, having compassion and empathy here. Listen. I want to say listen. Like, that's important to listen. To listen. Okay. You have RV may be important here. We have EA, ear is there. Yeah, and I said that about listen. It's important to listen. We have another V. We have an O and a T. Tear. This person may even shed a tear. Terror. I can't see anything else. I know there's more here than that. Oh, I know. I'll always say that too. But I should see what I see, and that's all I see. Besides, T is there. Yep. I know there's more there, and somebody's probably yelling at me saying, it's right there. But I don't see it, so there you go. If y'all see anything, let me know. All right, guys, so I'm going to leave you here. We have or there, and or this or that. Okay, so thanks, guys, for being here. Good luck to you with this. I'm wishing you all the best. Thank you so much. Appreciate every one of you. Sending you love, sending you light, and I hope to see you soon. Hey, pile 3. So if you chose the Stranger Things Tarot, and then you also have the, now this is from Beauty and the Beast, and it's the rose that's in the case here in the glass. The idea of this is basically to have someone fall in love with him, you know, have Belle fall in love with him before before the flower is completely gone, the last petal falls. That way the curse doesn't stick or doesn't stay. And we're talking about spooky changes ahead. And that in itself is spooky, isn't it? Because you feel like maybe you're pressed for time, perhaps before something runs out, or maybe you feel like someone, you're pressed for time and to make a decision, or you're pressed for time in some kind of way before the last petal falls. When it comes to love, maybe someone changing. So all of that could be spooky changes, right? But this rose is completely full. So we'll keep that in mind. We are talking about what's ahead. So this should be future energies, but for some of you, I feel like the timelines could be different here. You may have already experienced something like this, okay? So I'll take that into consideration with your reading. We're going to start with the dark, dangerous, and deep oracles. Deep, dark, dangerous. I can't remember how exactly it goes, but let's see. Pile 3. What's the spooky changes that are coming in for pile 3? This is the Kraken. This came out in one of the other piles. It's the number 3. So it's the card of deep, which also says mystery. So I'm actually going to get another card before I talk about this one. Maybe not. I'm questioning that in my head. That's so hard. It's not coming out. Because I wanted to say something here. I wanted to say, this being a mystery and, you know, the unseen that's here. There's so much going on underneath the surface. And that 3 is about growth. And it's just like the movie of Beauty and the Beast. You know, there's so much going on there underneath the surface of the situation. You know, it's so funny in that movie, this whole entire movie that happens. It's almost like she forgets that he's actually keeping her there, even though it goes back and forth. Like, you can stay, you can go, you can stay, you can go. She does go, and then she doesn't want to go. You know, it's like this. Maybe this is kind of where you're at, kind of this thought process, perhaps. Or you're dealing with someone like that, okay? So there's a lot more going on under the surface when it comes to that situation. And it has to do perhaps with attachment. Okay, that was, I guess, something y'all needed to say, because those came right out one after that, didn't it? How do you say that? I'm gonna feel not so great because I'm not gonna pronounce this right. But it's number 21 with dark here, and it's illumination, and you go from mystery to illumination, and we're talking about what the changes are. Now, this is a lot of fire here. Hellkite, 8. Hellkite. No. I'm going to be honest. I need to study up, I guess, on these. I only actually pull these out for mostly Halloween anyways, but I don't know why. You also have 3 balls of fire here, which reminds me of the 3 of Wands, which is this 3 here, this idea of growth and expansion. Number 21 is actually the world. So I feel like the change that's coming is something that you've been planning, something that is going to be put into motion in some way, that's going to set off a course, a path. that you have to, it's kind of like, okay, we have this plan now, and then you kind of sit and wait. So this can be like setting a date, you know, or planning on moving forward with something and waiting to see how things go. You know, that kind of stuff is there. There's a key here and the world. So the key would represent to me a new beginning. So you're leaving something here behind and you're starting some sort of new beginning, or you're allowing yourself to approach something differently. And then you have, so sorry, I'll punch. I'll put push. Is it push? Punch. So bad, guys. I'm so bad. At this point in my life, I just laugh at myself because I am just so dyslexic. You know, I never got the proper help when I was a kid. I realize that now because I'm going through it with my son. And at this point in my life, I do what I can to help improve that, but there's just so many things that I think it's getting worse. I don't think it's getting better. Anyways, I just have to laugh at myself here. There may be something here to do with that. This may be somebody here around you that makes you feel comfortable to be yourself. You have 21 and 12 here, which is mirroring numbers, which has been a whole energy throughout these readings. And this is a deep card here as well. And you have the small child here, and it says fear. So it's almost like you may feel like you're facing a fear of being attached to something, or you're facing a fear of an outcome, or you're facing a fear of being vulnerable and innocent in a situation, you know, like walking into something blindly almost. And fear is behind you, and you know that, but you've shifted your perspective of how you're seeing something here. It's almost like when that feeling of what you're losing and what you're getting, because like that back and forth energy, what are you losing versus what are you gaining? Like this back and forth, maybe a decision around that, and trying to figure all that out. And there's a lot of reflection that's going on, a whole lot of reflection that's going on. Some of you have already made this choice. You've already moved in this direction, but there's something newer than that even. It's almost like there's a long process in making a decision about something, and a lot of reflection and back and forth energy that's going on, and obstacles. And then there's a smaller perspective of a more present energy of a plan that's set into motion. And for some of you, this has to do with actually in reality. And for others of you, it has to do with in your mind, you've kind of made a decision on how you're going to approach this moving forward. And you're going against fear here. You're facing your fear in some way. See here, this is Empress energy. This would be the world, and this would be the Hanged Man. Your fear of seeing something in a different point of view or perspective. You've overcome that. So if you've been afraid of what choice to make for what you're losing, what you're gaining, and all that kind of stuff, you're overcoming that fear. You're fixing to walk into a place of facing that fear and going forward with something. What is it? Okay, guys, sorry, I had to pause here for just a second. All right, here we go, guys. Ready? Are you all ready? Man, oh man, these readings have been something. I'm actually filming y'all's reading on Halloween. It's Halloween today. So, here we are. So crazy, too. Midnight last night, a storm hit here. Pretty significant storm, actually. It's like something's coming in with a blast, right? And you have this, see this lightning that's over here in the corner? That the sailboat's kind of moving in this direction. Something may be helping you in this way. I don't know what that means. You may be getting some kind of, it's almost like this. If you were to ask a higher source, spirit, universe, whoever it is that you ask, if you were to ask, bring your needs to this person, and you said, you know what, if I could just have a boost of confidence, I know that I can move in this direction that I'm waiting to move into. I just have to get over this fear. If I should just have some kind of boost of confidence, something, that's here, would help me. And you get that boost of confidence. How you use it is up to you. That's a message that's here. So for some of you, that's a good thing, right? Because it means that something good's coming. But it's giving you the fire, the desire, the drive that you're looking for. It helps boost that, give that confidence. So you see it more in yourself than when you did once before. I don't know what this is. This could be the littlest things. This could be a compliment, this could be a gesture. This could be something bigger and bigger and bigger. It's just you're getting something that's going to push you into making your mind up or making a plan and sticking to it and facing a fear. So what is that about? What? Okay. Temperance. Sagittarius energies. There's that fire in your hand, you see? Now, but he has the phone in his hand, so this might have to do... Oh my God, I just gasped. Like that just took my breath away for a second. Like somebody was saying, a phone? That's crazy. You know what I mean? Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius energy. Same thing that I felt. It's funny this being like the Three of Wands. You may be already wondering about this change. Like this is something that you've already been really contemplating, trying to gather up the strength for. This is balance, bringing balance to a situation. You've been very patient here. Someone's been very patient here. You also you're trying to want to avoid some sort of extreme. You're not trying to be extreme with something. Just I don't want to go crazy here, It's like, it would be like winning the lottery, right? And then you're like, okay, now I can't go crazy. I have to only get this, and this, or something like that is taking place here. That's a really awesome feeling. Thank y'all for that. This Knight of Scoops that's here, this is the Knight of Pentacles. This is something that I think that you've been waiting on for a really long time as well. But it's like you start off moving towards something slowly. This might have to do with contacting somebody as well, for some of you. Or expressing something. Okay. It's the Seven of Dice, which is Swords. That slowed me down, didn't it? But I think this has to do with you really, really focusing in and paying attention. But the confidence boost is what I feel like we're talking about here right now. So this feels more like recognizing how you feel like the treasure chest, like you have something here, so you have to be strategic in how you approach the situation. For others of you, this is like, it's funny too, I talk about the lottery, and there you have a treasure chest, right? Some of you, this may be the case. You may be coming into something that it just gives you confidence. But you slow yourself down in a way, okay, I have to be, I have to be smart here about this. I have to be strategic at how I approach the situation coming in. No. It's the Nine of Pentacles. You may be trying to make someone else feel comfortable with you too, or Like you don't want to do too much. There's the sun. Leo energy. There's a lot of fire here. Wait a second. Did I say 9 of Pentacles? That's the 8 of Pentacles. That's moving towards the sun. Guys, I like your reading a lot. There's like a really good energy that I'm picking up on. And my whole mood changed. So the spooky change that you're afraid of is facing your fear, but you're doing that. You're getting that boost of confidence in order to do that, whatever that is. And it pushes you into the sun. It pushes you into the happiness, the clarity. You have truth here. You know what to do. Like you've continued to put patience or time into something or understanding something. And you're being strategic at how you approach this, and it brings you what you've been looking for, what you've been wanting. Because of your patience, because of your, I heard longevity, so maybe this is something that you've been at for a long time, right? This could be anything, guys. This could be a relationship, it could be a career, it could be, saving up for a house. It could be anything. There's so many different things that this could be, but it is a fear that you're facing. And it has there's a lot to do with attachment here. Like, now you've grown fond of a place and you don't want to let it go. Or now you've grown fond of someone and you don't want to let them go. There's this energy of, I don't know how to explain it. Like you grow attached to something. This may have been a fear. Letting go of something you've grown attached to could have been a fear. Let's keep going. Temperance. The King of Pentacles. Capricorn energy. So you've managed to balance out a situation through, like, this is your confidence boost, by the way, as well, with that King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is, I think he's the, I heard the coolest cat. I don't know why. I heard the coolest cat in the, is that from the show? I didn't get a chance to finish watching the Stranger Things. I did watch it with my son, my oldest, for a little while. But I don't know, I just heard that in my head. But anyways, now I'm hearing Ghostbusters. Who you gonna call? Well, I mean, he's wearing the vest like the big white balloon looking thing on Ghostbusters, right? That they get. And then he's calling. So just reminded me of that. This is the confidence boost that you're going to get, though. It's like, this may come in the way of a call, communication, but it's going to put you into that place where you feel like, yeah, I know, I got this. That kind of, it's a good confidence feeling, and I like it. Capricorn energy, of course. The big daddy of the tarot, Capricorn energy. Why is the Knight of Scoops here? It's the 5 of Wands. You've been conflicted here because something's been moving very slowly, You may have had to compete in this. It's like, this is something that you've been fighting for. It's taken a long time. But whatever you're putting into this, it's going to play out great for you. It's going to work for you. Whatever you've been so scared of, This is one of those experiences that I'm feeling that's like when you face something, your worst fear, and it works out for you. And the other end of it, you're just like, why did it take me so long to do that? I wasted so much time, which it wasn't wasted. You were learning about your own confidence. You're learning about what you're capable of. But still, why is the 7 of Swords here? It's the Seven of Pentacles. It has to do with what you're investing, how you're investing. And again, there's this other energy here of this taking a long time. You know, Seven of Pentacles, let me remind you, it's where he's standing there and he has his head on his rake and he's kind of just leaning over, waiting for all the seeds that he planted to blossom, to grow. And here's where you start to see that, because you go from the Seven to the Eight of Pentacles. So this is something, a lot of you, this could be a job, career, but this is something you've worked really hard on. I do feel like for some of you, this may be a relationship. But you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, you see, and that's what's so special about this change. The Eight of Pentacles. It's the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Strands. See, there's the decision here, being at a crossroads. Some of you haven't made that decision yet, but you will, or someone else is involved making the decision with you. But there's this being at a crossroads here. At some point where you had to make a decision which direction that you wanted to take, and or you will in the future, okay? And again, like, this is coming out of a financial instability as well. This is like, you know, the Five of Scoops is where you feel lack. You don't feel like you have enough. You don't feel like that you're capable. You don't feel like you're confident. We talked all about that. In order to make this choice towards this future that you want here, and for it to work. Like, you were in a place to where you felt like there wasn't enough, and so you made some kind of decision here in some way, and now you're on top of it. You see? Now it's like you skipped 6, and some of you may have skipped 6 of Pentacles, which means you got this on your own. You didn't have anybody's support here in some way, or something to do with you overcoming big obstacles in some way, or something like that is there. That's awesome. Why is the Sun here? Leo energy. The Empress, I told you had the Empress energy here. The Sun, Libra, and here comes the Sun, huh? Libra and Taurus here. This is such a great feeling. It's like when you feel like you've manifested something and it's turned into something great. Like, you've overcome that huge obstacle and you're on the other side of this, where now you can move forward, and now you can go into such a good direction. Like, you're excited here about this. This can also be about seeing the truth, or the goodness, or the clarity within someone or a situation that gives you this overall feeling of joy. You know, this is success. Growing something successfully. Tell me about anything else that they need to know about this. Anything else they need to know about this? Page of Strands. So there's a message here. Page of Scoops. Page of Strands, Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Wait a second. Did I get that off? I did get that off. I did read that wrong. This is the Seven of Cups. I'm sorry, guys. This is the first time I've used this on camera. This is the Seven of Cups. I think I said the Seven of Pentacles, didn't I? But in my readings, the way that I'm reading intuitively the message anyways, but that changes that a little bit, as far as not the message, but there's more to this. I think this is like, you know how I thought it was a pentacle, but then it turned into a cup? So it's something that may have been something maybe that was tangible or material, but then it turns into something emotional over time because of the time, energy, and effort that you've put into it. That's something that's here. Being strategic also with how you play out this dream that you have, not wanting to being very careful about what you choose for yourself or what choices you make now moving forward, right? There's something else to that. It's about making a decision, but I think that you've made a decision here to be strategic at how you approach this, wherever this is now moving forward as well. Like that's still there. And there may be some kind of plans that you would have to make as well moving forward. I'm getting into a future energy here, but what else do they need to know here? The Fool. There's the, you're still gonna, yeah, the Fool is like that fear for me. It's taking a risk, taking a leap. This is recognizing that you'll still have, there'll still be more to come as far as making decisions and taking risk moving forward. This is just like the beginning of something. It's the Knight. This is like starting from the beginning, starting all over. The Page of Pentacles is also an energy of a new beginning. Now you have the Knight of Cups here. Yeah, you're going into this. If this is a person, this is like you're moving into your emotional self here. If this is a like you're wanting to go after something. So you're just wanting to go after something that you love. That's what's here. Wanting to go after something that you love. Opening up here. Having that new beginning with your feelings take place. Just like in the story of Beauty and the Beast. You know, when she's in the garden and she starts to realize there's something different there about the beast. It's that kind of feeling that's there that kind of it shakes something else. You know how she looks at him and she's just like, what is it about this person? What is it about this that I'm wanting to be here for? Like, what is it about this that I enjoy, that I like, or, you know, that feeling of there's something more that's there. This curiosity that's here is kind of help driving you or pushing you towards moving forward with this new beginning. There's something different or unique or special about this new beginning that is going to continually keep you captivated or curious about the next phase, right? It's like, I know this is kind of a weird way to say it, but I have boys. So if you're, and I plays too sometimes, so if you're playing a video game, right, and you get to like the next level, but let's just say by level 2 or 3, you're like, you know what, I don't even know if I really like this, that, like, I don't know if I'm, and I really want to go through all of levels here for this, you know. But you're like, but, I mean, it is kind of I mean, there's something there. There's something that's there. Let me just keep playing. We'll see, you know. You've made this decision to keep doing something here, and then it's starting to get more better or exciting or more of it, right? You're feeling in a whole new space. Your energy is totally different. That's what I want to say. Why is the Page of Strands here? Page of Wands. That is the Ace of Pentacles. So there's that new beginning. So some kind of message here of a new opportunity. And this could be you or someone else. Page of Scoops. Page of Cups. Wait, Page of Pentacles. Not Cups, Holly. Well, that's the 3, or that's, golly, come on now. That's the 4 of Cups. This is like somebody saying, I've really thought a lot about what to do here with this, or what is that about? Hold on. Yeah. This is the Two of Spokes, which is the Two of Cups. So this is a relationship, right? This is a contract. This is a partnership. Whatever that is means to you guys. Something that you're joining into, right? And that Page of Pentacles is like, there's some kind of lesson here. How do I want to express this? This is kind of hard to say, and I don't know why I'm struggling with finding the words. This may be somebody that says that to you as well. I'm getting, it's like really stuck right here. But that Four of Cups, Pentacles, it's like you want to hold on to a relationship or this contract. You don't want to let something go. I keep saying riding a bike too, like you want to continue to ride your bike, or you want to try it one more time. You know, that's something that's there. Putting your boundaries up is something that's here moving forward. But I'm feeling more of something that you're not quite ready to let go of, like my story of the curiosity, with things. So what is the Fool, which is the new opportunity? Justice. Libra energy, Aries energy's there. It's what's fair. Knight of Cups. Strength. You feel like that you're moving forward. However you're moving forward in this change is you feel like that it's what you should do. It's what you should get. It's where you should be. You're moving forward in a way where you're making this decision based off of your best, what you feel like is the best judgment for you. Is fair. Possibly fair for everyone. But you want to be fair, right? See how these two are very guarded? Give me a card for that. The Ace of Cups. Why are you telling me about this? The Three of Cups. There's a strong connection that's here that you feel. That there's a lot of emotions that are here that are tied up into this, whatever this is. There's a strong pull. If this is a relationship, there's a lot of really strong emotions that are tied up into this connection. And you may have been coming from a guarded place. If this is anything else, it's like there's a lot of there's a heavy emotional pull here that's playing on you. Whatever you've experienced through this process, breaking yourself away from this fear here, is opening you up to something that feels really good. And it's what you're getting, what you deserve out of this. That's what I see. Yeah, that's what I see here. You have the Four of Swords. I'm sorry if you can hear my dogs out there barking. This, and there's the King of Cups. Scorpio energy. The Four of Swords is where you've been in a place of rest. I said that here. Didn't I talk about that here with about, you also have 333 here. That may have been a number that you've been seeing. 333 is a number of moving forward, getting something, where there's expansion or growth, mind, body, and soul kind of feeling there. Things aligning together, being in the right way, being in the right place. And the Four of Swords is like where there's this feeling of you've been here. There's been so much under the surface, and all that, I think, in this next phase of this change is what's going to be coming up. You know, in the have y'all ever seen the cartoon with the Kraken on it, you know? Where they have a whole family and they live down below, and he's not allowed, he's not supposed to go up out of the water, because after a certain amount of time, I think that he changes. That's been something that's here that you've been kind of afraid of. It could be changes. You know, you've been afraid of these changes. You know, it's like we really want things in our life. We really want, you know, to feel a certain way. We want to have good relationships with people. We want to have those connections are important, you know, or we want to make sure we have stability. We have enough to provide, that we feel safe, that we're, you know, helping others. We want to make sure that we're doing all these kind of things. And, you know, we ask for things as well, but then we get those things, and there's a sense of a feeling in your zone of comfort that's familiar and safe, that may be hard to detach yourself from. And you're facing that fear, and you're opening yourself up. You have to some changes, to some big changes, and it's shifting your life in a way, in a good way, where you're seeing the benefit, you're seeing the reward from that, from those obstacles that you chose to face, or allowing yourself to gain this, you know, to success and to move on. And then on the other side of that, there's this period of rest. It's a peaceful feeling, right? This is a feeling of peace. This is like when you can finally kind of rest your mind, take a break from things. Especially for those of you where this is giving you some sort of security in some way, peace of mind in some way. This is like, okay, whew, oh, I think I'm out of the danger zone, you know. I think I can step into relief here. Yeah, like the Hermit. It makes you, and you will, because there'll be more challenges ahead, of course. But this is a big obstacle you face that you overcome. And some of you, this can even be like a mental anguish of some sort. There's just a heavy, something that you felt like maybe even was lacking progress. It shifts tremendously. I can't explain it any more than I am. But it is such a big energy to explain, if that makes sense. And I did get so stuck right here, didn't I? Why did I? It's almost unbelievable, right? I said this in the beginning of this reading in a way, that you may, or these readings actually in the intro, it's one of those feelings where you're going about your life and you're doing the things that you need to do, and there's struggles and everything, and maybe for some of you big obstacles, but you continue to just follow that routine, follow that rhythm, continue to stay faithful, continue to stay, you know, devoted to something, and eventually you get to that place where you go back and forth of fear trying to take over your thoughts, you know, and you have to fight that battle throughout this. You're seeing the other end of it. You're seeing the more successful side of things happening. And it's almost that feeling of where you look back and you're like, oh my gosh, like, look at how far I've come. Well, that's unbelievable. It's unbelievable the things I went through this year. You ever had that feeling before? It's just, yeah, whew, man. I'm ready to move forward here. You have follow the signs. Signs, synchronicities, you're not alone. It's not an accident or a coincidence. So yeah, it's not been an accident, whatever's been going on here. You have the radiant sun. Look at it. Looking just like her, huh? Confidence, success, enthusiasm, optimism, fulfillment. There you go. You followed, for some of you, this is like, I followed the rules, or I did everything right, you know, or I have followed the signs, or I've listened to my intuition on this. And yeah, again, it's paying off for you. Healing heart. For some of you, this has to do with opening your heart up. Yeah, that's all this here. And this could be love for some of you, opening up emotionally. For others of you, this is actually you're opening yourself up to what you truly, truly want in your life. Now that you have this, you've overcome these obstacles and you have this confidence in yourself, you know, moving forward. It's like you've healed what was, I don't want to say that. You healed the things that were holding you back. That's what this is. Proper offering. For those of you that haven't, this is what you're getting. It says receiving an offer, a gift, or contribution, waiting to have something to offer, wanting to have something to offer. This is what I was talking about here. So whether you're giving this offer, you're getting this offer, wherever you are here, this is what you see. This is what's happening here. Bottom of the deck says the study room. Studying you, learning to love, and getting to know each other. So whatever your situation, this has been something that you've been working yourself through gradually, right? It's been a process, regardless of what this is for you. And you're going to continue to do that, you know, continue to study. And this could be even like learning new things about yourself, you know. It could be through someone as well, you know, if this is a relationship. We learn all kinds of stuff about ourselves through other people. Whoa. Okay. I guess we'll take those. Okay. We'll take that one too. New opportunities. Number 3. Look at that. Better things are opening up for you. Leave the comfort zone behind and open your world to new possibilities with an open mind. And that's your reading. That's the whole thing from the beginning to the end. That is it. And then you have this walking the path, which you've been doing here, 58. No matter where you are now, you are exactly where you need to be for the next best thing to happen. Yeah. Even if you haven't felt that way, right? At times. Look, these are gonna, oh my God, I love it when the cards go together like this. So awesome. Number 68, master your fears. Uncover the hidden fears that are integrated in you and holding you back from living your most authentic life. The unseen, number 7. It's just because you're overcoming your fear at this point doesn't mean that you won't have to keep facing that. You know, fear will always be there to stop us or to help us to recontemplate something or to gain more confidence in something. You know, it's always going to be there. And 7 is that 7 of, I got stuck on here, the 7 of Cups. Being you're in a place to where you are blinded, and this may be something that is you're going to have to face moving forward, is that you're walking into a place to where it is a brand new beginning. It is exciting. It is this and this and this, but it's also, you know, in the back of your conscience there, it's also unseen territory, which all future energies is. Doesn't matter how much you plan. In all reality, you can plan for the best possible scenario to play out, but that doesn't mean that no matter what you do, something can't come along and mess it up, you know. We do not have control in everything. That might be part of this as well. It says, there's a greater force at work behind the scenes, taking care of all the details. Let go of your specific expectations. I can't. I'm not going to try. I'm not even going to do it. I'm not going to try. But that's what I was talking about being under the surface of things, right? Having to let go of having like, okay, this is how it's going to play out in the end. This is what it's going to happen. You're walking into a whole new territory. Okay. So this is like that's why I said it's such a huge shift, I feel. Okay. Let's get a word of advice. And then I'm actually going to pull a postcard from Spirit for you guys. So, okay, here we go. What advice do you have for pile 3? Self-sufficiency. So a lot of that is this for a lot of you is becoming self-sufficient or being in a place to where you feel capable, right? It says the ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. And I want to say that for a second. It's, whoever it is that you believe in as far as a God, a higher power, the God, who, the source, the universe, guys, it's up to you. It's all good for me. But the ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on the fact that in times in life you have to put yourself into a blinded place, and all you have is faith that it's going to work out, that it's going to end well, that it's going to be something grand. At the end of it, no matter how much time and energy you put into it, you still have to put your hands and hope into faith. That's what this is saying here. It says, and the concept of that is real here for you because you've released the need to control in some way. It says it doesn't mean hiding in a cave or saying, I don't need people. Instead, it's saying, God is my source, and I am willing to receive all the help, love, and support that wants to come. And that's what you've done. You've opened the door to allow, which has also been something that's coming through my readings. Interesting. But it's not like you've just sat there, opened the doors and said, okay, let's do this. No. You have put a lot of time and energy and tremendous amounts of effort, and you've faced obstacles and you've been through things, and in order to get to this point, you've just, because you've built all that and you're so proud of all that, now it's like you've had to go through that period to where, okay, now I have to release all this and put this into faith that it's now going to work out. I have all this stuff to protect and keep safe, You've broke yourself free from that. You're allowing yourself to take this risk. And it's going to pay off for you. God. You are loved. Hold on, I got to take a breath because this reading. Okay. Dear you, do you feel like you need to do all the work and fix everything for everyone? Or you might not have value? Maybe you think that you need to control everything, or else nothing else will get done or be healed or be completed, etc. You may think that you need to conform to what others expect of you or choose a course of action to manipulate the outcome. But we think that would be don't think that would be a good choice. Good night. How about this? Even if it makes you temporarily uncomfortable, do something different. Set that boundary. Delegate responsibilities to another. Ask for your needs to be met. And when faced with an impossible situation or sticky, embellished relationship, repeat this. I didn't cause it. I can't control it. And it's not my job to cure it. Then carry on. Feels good, doesn't it? The best part is everything just seems to work beautifully and honestly in the end. Love you so, so much. For some of you, this may have to do with the fact that you've been trying to control the direction that you take and how it affects the people around you, maybe that you love and care about, or it affects everyone else, and you've changed your idea of that. You've released that fact that, there are people in our lives that will never, ever believe that we're capable. And, oddly enough, that's sometimes the people that are closest to us. Because I think that they get a mindset stuck on, like, you know, the person that we used to be. It's like the people that are closest to us, I feel like at times have the harder time to see the difference in you, you know, because there's that so close familiarity that's always there. I know that's a weird way to explain that, but that's what I'm feeling here. But there, what I'm getting to is that there may be people around you that you feel like have held you back in some way, or you may have felt like you needed to be very attentive to their feelings, or everything else that was going on around you, and you've taken a step back when it comes to that, and allowed them to feel the way they want to feel, allowed them to do what they're going to do, and not trying to, you know, what do they call it? Put order to the chaos of not knowing how to please everyone else, you know, or whatever it is. Because you've done that, for some of you, this is part of why you're allowing everything to unfold just however it's meant to unfold. And it works out. It works in your favor. Okay, let's get some key cards, and then we'll get some initials to close. Just a few key cards. Whew. These readings, I never know what to expect with these. I love these readings. I love them so much. Look at that, the Two of Pentacles. You've been playing like a balancing act here. For some of you, you've been trying to maintain something here. Gentle okayness, that's a good way to put it. And go deeper. And these two cards are about being deep, and you have 1, 2, 3 here. Or 2, 3, 1. Ready, set, go. Okay. Some of you may have been afraid of repeating yourself or having to go backwards in something. So, you may have had to fight through some heartbreak. Some of you, this is going to be a rare message, but there may be somebody here that you felt like it was a last time. You know, it's like, I always, like, this is a rock. I've never seen this like this before, ever. But when I picked it up, all I could think in my head was, this heartbreak is something that's just, it's going to stick, or it's just really heavy, or it's something that you experienced here that's solid now. So for some of you, this might be something that was painful that's never coming back together, that you've finally released and let go of. For some of you, you could have grieved a loved one's loss. Whatever this was, I feel like you had to overcome something big. Okay, anyways, you have the red flag here. You've been able to recognize and see the red flags despite, you know, how things look on the outside. This is maybe something that you've been fighting with yourself, or you've been realizing here in the situation. This is almost like facing your own, how you've been deceiving yourself, you know, with things. Anyway, the 2 golden hearts. So there is this soul connection that you feel. For some of you, this is what this has to do with. The 2 of Cups. This contract, this connection, this commitment, right? You're committing here to something new. Okay, I just came right at me. E, D, V, dive, T, and H. The dive. We do have, no, we don't. I was going to say Dave, but we don't have Dave. Ty is here. I've not been doing very good at this lately. I heard Ethan in my head for some reason. Edith. you may have felt like this is not going to resonate for very many people, but there may have been someone here that you have felt like has significantly held you back in some way, but you didn't see that person as doing that before, or that's someone that you've had to face in some way. Anyway, okay, here we go. Don't know who that was meant for, but that's it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this. Definitely good luck here with this. I enjoyed your reading. Thank y'all for tuning in. And I appreciate all y'all so very much. And I'm sending you all the love and light. And I hope to see you guys soon.